A very pleasant morning, children. So today I am moving to the next concept of our chapter lines and angles, that is types of angles. Okay. So for tomorrow class, you please keep a protractor with you, children, so that I will explain you the parts of a protractor. And if you want to know what exactly the protractor is, if you can check the page number 110 of your textbook, okay, page number 110, you can see a figure of a protractor over there. So just keep that thing with you. And so before that, we are going to learn the types of angles. Okay. So in the tomorrow's class, I will show you the protractor, and along with these angles for today's class, look at the explanation. So there exists a variety of angles in mathematics. Okay. So based on this, construction of roads, okay, buildings, everything are to be done. Hence, having a firm knowledge in angles is very much important. So the first one is zero angle. Okay, the first one is zero angle. Look, in our previous class, we wrote the angles as angle AOB, angle BOA, angle O, angle A, like this. Now, what is the value of these respective angles according to the figure is the topic which we are going to learn. Okay. Simply that means, for example, length of the wire is 3 centimeters. Okay. These are the things we learned so far. Now, we are going to understand some parameters using angles. Okay. And the basic unit which we use to measure an angle is degree. Okay. You might have already known this. So degree is the magnitude of any angle, and we use the symbol, okay, like this. For example, 0, if you see this dot at the top of any number, means we have to understand 0 degree. Okay, this is 0 degrees. Okay, similarly, if it is 90 and this dot 90 degrees, we have to understand the parameters like this. So this 90 indicates the magnitude. Okay, magnitude. Now look, so zero angle means we won't see any kind of, okay, deviations like this. It is just a straight line like this, and the magnitude of zero angle is going to be 0 degrees. Hope you are understanding, children. The angle having a degree measure of 0 degrees we call zero angle. Usually we won't see this thing, for understanding only. So the angle having a degree measure of 0 degrees is called a zero angle. Now, if we see the shape of a protractor, it will come up like this. Okay, like a semicircle. Okay, like a semicircle. So if the angle measure or the degree of an angle is 180 degrees, we call such angles as straight angles. Okay. So tomorrow on the protractor I will show these to you. For today, try to understand the things. Okay, straight angle. That means an angle having a measure or the magnitude of 180 degrees, such angles we call straight angles. If the magnitude is 0, zero angle. If the magnitude is 180 degrees, straight angle. Okay. Now, see. I am making this 180 degrees into half like this. Exactly at the middle, I am making a deviation. Now, for some time I forget about this straight angle and only focusing on only half part of it. Okay. So half means 180 divided by 2, how much? So 180 degrees divided by 2 is equal to 90 degrees, isn't it? So this half and this half are looking alike. Hence, the angle measure, if the angle measure is going to be 90 degrees, if the angle measure is going to be 90 degrees, such an angle we call right angle. Okay, 180 degrees is straight angle, 90 degrees is right angle. Okay, right angle. And right angle has one unique characteristic, that all the angles we usually wrote like a curved lines, but 90 degrees we will write like this using a straight lines. Hope you are clear, children. Except 90 degrees, rest of all the angles will show like this, like a curve. Only 90 degrees is the angle which we will show using straight lines. Okay, now so 0 degrees, the angle measuring 0 degrees is 0 angle. The angle measuring 180 degrees is straight angle, and the angle measuring 90 degrees we call right angle. Okay, now I want to make this 90 degree half or less than 90 degree. See, then the figure comes like this. If I fall this arm down to 90 degrees, it will come down to this, isn't it? So when the angle measure of an angle is between 0 degrees and 90 degrees, between 0, see, this is 0 degrees. Okay, for example, this is 0 degrees, and we came to know that 90 degrees is going to be a straight line like this. Okay, so 90 degree. So this is 0 degree and this angle measure is 90 degree. If you draw any angle in between this 0 and 90 like this, okay, if you draw any angle in between that 0 and 90 degrees, such angles we call acute angles. Okay, such angles we call acute angle. Acute angle. Hope you are understanding, children. When an angle falls between 0 degrees and 90 degrees, that means it will be greater than 0 and less than 90. Such angles we call acute angles. I am repeating again. If an angle measures 0 degrees, 0 angle. If an angle measures 180 degrees, straight angle. If an angle measures 90 degrees, right angle. If an angle measures between 0 and 90, okay, 0 and 90, such angles we call acute angles. Okay, two more angles are there, children. So please observe the board. So look, children. So I am taking a 0 angle. So 0 degrees. Now we all know that an angle measuring 90 degrees is called a right angle. So right angle will come like this. Now what I want to do is I want to go beyond 90 degrees. Okay, and it should be less than 180 degrees. Look, I want to draw an angle greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. As you know, 180 degrees is an angle like this. So I want to draw an angle which is going to be between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. So it comes like this, for example. Okay. So the angle which measures between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, we call such angles as obtuse angles. Okay, obtuse, O-B-T-U-S-E, obtuse angles. Hope you are understanding, children. If it is less than 90 degrees, acute angle. If it is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees, we call such angles as obtuse angles. Now, please look at the board carefully. So, I am going to take a straight angle. As you know, what is the measure of a straight angle? It is 180 degree. Okay, measure of a straight angle is 180 degree. What I want to do is, I want an angle which is more than 180 like this. Okay, look, 180 ends up here, whereas I want to have an angle more than 180 like this. See, it is very much clear that the given angle is more than 180 degrees. Such angles we call reflex angles. Okay, such angles we call reflex angles. Say, I want to summarize the things once. Look, 0 degrees, 0 angle. Okay, 0 degrees, 0 angle. 180 degrees, straight angle. 180 degrees, straight angle. 90 degrees, right angle. Okay, these are the fixed terms, children. They won't change their terms. If you see a 0 angle, its angle measure is 0 degrees, straight angle 180 degrees, right angle 90 degrees. Okay, and look, if it is between 0 and 90, okay, 0 and 90, between 0 and 90, we call such angles as acute angles. Okay, such angles as acute angles. Okay, and between 90 and 180, we call obtuse angles. 90 and 180, obtuse angle. And if they are greater than 180 and less than 360 degrees, that means they are between 180 and 360. Such angles we call reflex angles. And children, please don't copy anything of this into your CW or HW. I am going to send a separate document which needs to be copied as today's CW. Okay, so these are the different types of angles which we are going to use. Now, there is a small concept after this. Please check it. So, consider this as a clock, children. Now look. So, we will have 12 divisions. Okay, starting with 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, total 12 divisions. Look. So through this, what we can understand is a clock is divided into how many parts? 12 parts, isn't it? And we have to understand that this is in the form of a circle, isn't it? Okay, now the total angle of a circle is 360 degrees. I will give you simple explanation to understand this. Look, what is the angle measure of a straight angle? It is 180 degrees, we understood. If I draw or add one more semicircle or one more straight angle, it is going to be 180 plus 180, which makes a total of 360 degrees. Okay, so the angle measure of a circle is 360 degrees. Now, what we understood is this clock is having an angle measure of 360 degrees, of which there are total 12 divisions, isn't it? Total angle is 360 degrees. And into how many divisions this clock was divided? 12. Therefore, 360 divided by 12, okay, 360 divided by 12, which is equal to 30 degrees. Through this, what we have to understand is, look, if short hand is here, okay, and the long hand is here. When someone asks you what is the angle between this division, that means 12 and 1, that means this angle will always be equal to 30 degrees. Similarly, for 1 and 2, for 2 and 3, for 3 and 4, for 4 and 5, like this up to 12, the angle between each division is going to be always 30 degrees. Okay, this helps you into the next classes. So what you have to understand is a clock is divided into 12 parts and the angle between each division or each part is 30 degrees. Hope you understood, children. That's all for today. So as this is something which you have to copy into CW, I am going to send you a document. Please write that. Have a great day.